And now, please welcome the host of Blockbusters, Bob Holness.
Well, there they go. Some you win, some you lose. We say goodbye to all three contestants and we start, as we always do in Blockbusters, all again from scratch. With 3 gold runs only, of course, we may be getting to that 3rd gold run before we know where we are. We may be zapping through the first 2, but it depends who does it. Will it be the single player or will it be the double players? I've got their names here, so let me introduce them to you. They're Graham, Louise and Samantha. Give them a round of applause, please. Hello, Graham. Graham Meikle. It's pronounced Meikle. It's spelled M-E-I-K-L-E. Is it German?
We think it's Scottish.
I think it's Scottish.
Yes,
oh,
we hope
Graham
so.
Meikle. No.
Yes.
But you don't go anywhere near Scotland for your school. The Somerset College of Arts and Technology in Taunton.
Yes.
Yes, lovely part of the country. And you are playing against, you'll be happy to learn, Louise and Samantha, who are sitting there. Oh, all right. We're all shaking hands already. The Cooper's Company and Coburn School, Upminster. That's a
boys
mouthful,
and
isn't
girls.
it? Do you shorten it and just call it Cooper's or Coburn's?
Yeah, just Coopers. We get told off for calling it just Coopers. It has to be Cooper's Coburn.
Were they 2 schools that merged?
Yeah.
Ah, says he intelligently. Well done. Louise Brown and Samantha Stent, right? OK, well, thanks for joining us. And settle down, put your fingers near the buttons, because I do believe we're going to play a game. What is that game going to be as we look at the board and see that R is flashing? Let's play Blockbusters. And here it is. What R is the sport to which these phrases apply? Stroke. Graham.
Rugby?
No, it's going to be like that, is it? Louise and Samantha, what R is a sport to which these phrases apply? Stroke, feathering, and catching a crab. Yes, Louise?
Rowing.
Rowing is right. You've got one on the board. Well, that's pleased you, hasn't it? That's a blue on the board, and it's your chance for the next one, please.
S, please.
S, OK. What S is the way in which boats are referred to in conversation? Yes, Graham?
Sailing boats.
No, not necessarily. Louise and Samantha, what S is the way in which boats are referred to in conversation? Yes, Louise?
She.
She is what I wanted. That's what's on the card, yes. It's got here also motor vehicles, nations and the moon, even though there's a man in the moon. People call it she. Anyway, that's quite incidental. What are you going to have next?
Can we have an A, please?
An A on the bottom left. What A cover hoardings and billboards and fill commercial breaks? Yes, Samantha?
Advertisements.
Advertisements is right. That's what's on the card. Graham getting increasingly irritated about the fact that he keeps pushing the button and doesn't get anywhere. Never mind, your time may come. Louise and Samantha, what next?
F, please.
Right, and F, progressing steadily. What F is the place where produce is stored at below... Yes, Graham?
Fridge.
No, it's not. You see, the rest of the question goes to Louise and Samantha. What F is the place where produce is stored at below 0 degrees Celsius? Yes, Samantha?
Freezer.
It's got to be the freezer, hasn't it? Well done, yeah. Very tough luck on Graham, isn't it, honestly? Well, now they've got a couple of chances on the right. We've only just started the game. What's it to be?
W, please.
W. Quite calmly, Samantha says W. What W was the surname of the actor nicknamed Duke after one of his dogs? Louise?
Wayne.
It was Wayne. John Wayne. That's Blockbusters. Well, a very quick win indeed for the girls. I wonder if they're going to do the second one like that, or will Graham save himself and come surging through with the whites? We won't find out in this particular show. We'll join you next time round. We hope you'll join us. So from Graham, Louise, Samantha, and all of us here in the studio, till next time round, goodbye now. Cheers.
And now, please welcome the host of Blockbusters, Bob Holness.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome to another Blockbusters. We are pretty near the beginning of a set, really, because there are no gold runs on the board, which is good news, really, if you happen to have joined us after an absence. Pity you were away. You missed quite a few good programmes. However, Graham is our single player. It's Graham Meikle, who comes from the Somerset College of Arts and Technology in Taunton. Hello, Graham.
Hello.
Nice to see you again. Graham has yet to get off the ground, if you'll excuse the expression. He has got nil in front of him, but he intends to do something about that in the second game, don't you?
Yes.
He's playing Louise and Samantha, who did rather well in the first game. They got £25, and they won it. They're from the Cooper's Company and Coven School in Upminster, Louise Brown and Samantha Stent. Hello to two of you.
Hello.
Where on earth has that mascot come from, Louise? You didn't have it last show. It
No.
suddenly appeared through a hole in the floor. Where's it
It's
come from?
Mike the mascot, and apparently it's from an admirer, but I don't know whether to
An
believe
admirer? Oh, of yours or of the mascots?
Don't ask me, it's probably of you.
Oh, well, I don't know. No, I wouldn't think it's anything to do with me at all. Well, while we're on it, let's go across to Samantha's. Your little group down the bottom there, Samantha, you wanted to mention them.
Yeah, they were given to me by 3 people I wanted to mention. The elephant's from my sister Claire.
Right,
The frog is from my boyfriend Andrew.
right.
And the hedgehog's called Harry and is from my friend Sarah.
Harry the Hedgehog?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Harold will be very nice to know there's another Harry around. Yes, he may pop up and greet him. Depends how long you stay on the programme. Graham, you've got a couple here. Let's get rid of those first. Well, not rid of them, but let's get rid of the mention of them. There's a jolly good wolf cub at the end.
Yes, I was told I had to bring this on. This is Cuthbert the Cub.
I see.
And it's been given to me by the Central Cubs, where I'm a leader. So I said I'll bring it on for them.
I have a nasty feeling about him. He's a money box, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Yes, I saw you going around collecting earlier. Yes, all right, fine. What's the little teddy bear?
That's my own.
That's it's yours, is it?
Bob the Bear.
Oh, right. Oh, thank you. Right, OK. Well, that's Graham, Louise and Samantha. Now, the situation, we're just going into the second game in the set of 3. Graham can show how good he is by zapping into this one, and he'll get the confidence of the little mascot in front of him. L is flashing on the board, so let's see how it goes. In other words, let's play Blockbusters. Right, here we go. What L holds a flag and assists a referee in a hockey or football match? Yes, Graham?
Linesman.
Linesman is a good word. Well, there we are. Good old cub mascot. Right, what next?
An F, please, Bob.
An F, right. Right at the top, and it's this one. What F's the name of a weather area, a yachting race, and a rock with a lighthouse? Yes, Graham?
Fastnet.
That's it, Fastnet, that's right. Oh, he's surging along now. My goodness, he's got that expression on his face. We'll better get to it quickly. Which one next?
S, please, Bob.
Yes, OK, fine. Stand by, girls. Here we go. What S is an absorbent bathroom article? Yes, Graham?
Sponge.
That's the third one, yes. You weren't to see this, but Louise turned to Samantha and went, you know, and didn't you? Yes, I
Certainly did.
won't do the expression because it was one of those, but she's a little bit worried. You can understand why. There's a flashing white light belting away on the board there with a letter asking to be asked for. What are you going to do?
A B, please,
You're
Bob.
going to do the B, right. Now, girls, you know what to do if you can. What B is the lower house in the West German Parliament? Louise?
Bauhaus.
No. Graham, what B is the lower house in the West German Parliament?
No idea, sorry.
It's the Bundestag.
The Bundestag.
Right. We have another B. What B is a vegetable eaten boiled, baked? Yes, Graham?
Beetroot.
It's beetroot, and that's Blockbusters! Right, well, that's Graham. He said he was going to make a difference to the programme, and he has indeed. Now we've got a decider to play. £20 to Graham, £25 to Louise and Samantha. It's interesting that their money reflects exactly the number of spaces it takes to get each of them across that board. So there we are, one game all and a decider to play. Before we do, you have various ambitions, I know, Graham. One of them is to have a trip in a hot air balloon and to be a successful actor and to meet Dame Edna. But seriously, what do you really want to do?
Well, I study travel and tourism at the moment at the college, and I would quite like to go into local government or some form of tourism.
Well, you're
rather than travel
rather a
side.
serious person, are you?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, I see.
Or the stage, whichever came
Or the
first.
stage.
Or the
Oh, well,
stage.
good for you. You've done some work as a volunteer for an information centre.
Yes, I work every Saturday morning at the Wales Tourist Information Centre. Hello, girls. So, get a mention in.
The confidence is going a bit far. Have you noticed this? Yeah, we'll see in a moment. Yeah. Louise, do you do any spare time work?
Yes, I work in my uncle's deli. Which I won't mention. I
In the
signed my
deli?
contract. Yeah.
Oh, what, cutting up sausages and things?
Yeah, cheese, ham.
Oh, that's good fun, isn't it?
Do you some Parma ham, some mortadella?
Oh, could you? Do you wear one of those little white hats?
Yeah, it looks like a trilby. It looks like I've just been bowling or something.
Oh, I wish you brought it.
Very
with you.
sexy.
What about you, Samantha? Oh, well, I wouldn't know that, of course. Samantha?
Yeah, I work in a very well-known shop in a town near where I live.
Oh, what sort of produce does it?
About 8,000 different items.
Oh, I see. It's one of the sort of department stores that
Yes.
sells dresses and shirts and things like that, yes?
Sort of.
Sort of. Clothes.
No.
You're being very secretive about it. I'll speak to you later, all right? Okay, here we go. Second game. No, it's not the second game. It's the decider, of course. This is the one, the important one, that tells us who's going onto the hotspot. N is flashing down there on the right-hand side. So let's get underway. Very quickly, let's play Blockbusters. Right, so, good performances by each side, first of all. Now, this should be interesting. What N is the political status claimed by Austria, Switzerland, and... Yes, Graham?
Neutral.
Neutral is the first right answer. All right, settle in, girls. Fingers by the buttons. He's picking the next letter.
E, please.
E. You know what to do. Get there fast. What E is the type of seat that helps a pilot to... Graham got there first.
Ejecting.
Ejecting or ejector is right. Yes, an ejecting seat. Right, he's 50% of the way there, girls. Now's your chance. It's now or never. Right, Graham.
K, please.
K. What K on a chessboard Yes, Louise?
Knight.
Yes, you're right. Well done. Wonder why she didn't say kings. Why didn't you say kings?
I didn't think of it, actually.
Very good, yeah.
No
I was going to say
strategic reason.
occupied 4 squares at the start of the game. It had to be knights. It's very well done. You've got the choice now. Where are you going?
F, please.
F over on the left. What F goes before school, post, and line? Graham got there.
First.
Not first, no. Louise and Samantha, think of this. What F goes before school, post, and line? Ah, the word is finishing. Finishing school, finishing post, you know. Here's another F. What F is the fruit-producing tree associated with Adam and... Yes, Graham?
Fig.
Yes, it is fig. Yes, it is. Well done. He was thinking of apples and couldn't see how it was F, and I was thinking of the fig leaves, which served a useful purpose. Right. Now, you have the choice.
D, please.
D. Oh, right, okay. He's trying to join the 2 whites together, girls. What D describes a point which can be argued either way? Yes, Graham?
Debate.
No. Louise and Samantha, what D describes a point which can be argued either way? Hands up if you know. Yes, Samantha?
A debatable point.
That's the one. Well done. Yes, you've got it. Got to be careful.
Yep.
Right, Samantha, well done. What do you
R,
have?
please, Bob.
You want the R, right. What R is to update or even annul? Samantha?
Renew.
No, it's not. Not in the sense of this question. The whole question to Graham, what R is to update or even annul an antiquated law? I would have taken 3 answers, repeal, revoke, or rescind. I didn't get any of them, so we go for another. What R is the shape of almost all traffic signs giving... Yes, Samantha?
Round.
You've got to say that, haven't you? And it's absolutely right. Well done again. Now, after that tearing start, we're now at level pegging. We've got 3 blues and 3 whites, so could go anywhere from here. Samantha, where do you want to go?
A, please.
Yes, okay, A. What A was the island to which King Arthur was taken after being mortally wounded? I wonder how many people at home know this one. Avalon is the answer. Land of heroes. I left my love in Avalon. Excuse me. What A describes Fagin's best pupil in Oliver Twist? Yes, Graham.
The Artful Dodger.
Yes, artful is the answer. Dodger in brackets. That's the right answer. Well done. It was permissible there to give the 2 names. Don't forget, all Blockbuster answers in this particular set of games, not on the gold run, of course, are 1-word answers. Right, you go with the next one.
S, please.
S. What S was the Shakespearean role played by Dustin Hoffman? Graham.
Shylock.
Shylock is right. Well done. Well, by coming up fast with those last few answers, Graham's got himself into a very advantageous position here. Now, the girls have got to watch this because he's got 2 chances to make the connection. Which one are you going to take?
W, please.
W, and this could be life or death. So, both of you, Louise and Samantha, fast on this one. What W goes before? Path, dance, and paint. It's Graham?
Wet.
No. No. Louise and Samantha, you get the whole question, and it'll be a little clearer when you get the whole question. What W goes before path, dance, and paint? 3 things to do with Red Indians. Yes, Samantha?
War.
War is right. That's what's on the card, yeah. Well, you've stopped him for the moment, and it's going to be interesting to see where you want to go next. I've got a shrewd suspicion what you'll go for.
V, please.
Yes, thought so. Either the V or the T. V you've picked. What V, mainly in the Church of England, is the residence in which the clergyman... Yes, Graham?
Vicarage.
The vicarage. You're right again. Well, he had an alternative earlier. He's got just one choice now because it's still there, is that letter. And girls, see if you can do it again as Graham picks it.
A C, please,
It's
Bob.
got to be the C. Right, here it is. What C sounds like T, but is another name for the Daily Woman? Samantha.
Char.
Char is right. You've stopped him. And by stopping him, they've given themselves an opportunity. Now it's up to Graham, who was clapping like mad just there. It's up to Graham to try and stop them on this. Right. Samantha, what's it going to be?
T, please.
T, OK. What T is 9 feet by 5 feet for a form of tennis and 12 feet by 6 feet for a billiards and snooker? That's Graham.
Table.
Table is right, yes. Well, now, the pressure's off for a little because neither side can actually get there immediately, but they're both heading in one particular direction. And, Graham, you're first.
A G, please.
A G, right down at the bottom. What G came to power in March 1985, aged... Yes,
Gorbachev.
Graham.
Gorbachev.
I'm afraid it is, yes. Well done. The absolutely right answer. A piece of inspirational guesswork there, age 54 with a pledge of moderation and reform. Gorbachev it was. He's got a flashing white light. Now the girls have got to move again. Yes, Graham?
I'll have a P, please, Bob.
Never has it been so important as it is now. Of what P are there 9 on the Thames Barrier? Graham?
Pylons.
No. Louise and Samantha, use your imagination with this. Of what P are there 9 on the Thames Barrier? You've seen pictures of them, but they're called piers. It's as simple as that, piers. Still on this one, which is just as important. What P is Delft to the Dutch, or Wedgwood to... Yes, Louise?
Porcelain.
No, I can't accept it. It goes to Graham. What P is Delft to the Dutch, or Wedgwood to the British?
Pottery.
It's pottery. Yes, it's pottery, and it's Blockbusters. Well, that's very, very tough luck indeed. What terrific games. And they were so close. I mean, they finished up with £65 for Graham and £50 for the double team, Louise and Samantha, who played a splendid game. And such a pity it was that last answer. Oh, I bet you could kick yourself. It says in big letters on my card, do not accept porcelain. It has to be pottery. Well, I'm sorry. I really am. But there you are. It's the way it goes on Blockbusters. It was one way or the other, and it just happened to happen that way. You take with you the £50 each, which is worth coming on the show for, isn't it?
Certainly
Isn't
is.
it, Samantha? Smile. Yes, that's right. You take with you also, each of you, the Blockbuster dictionary and the designer jacket and our good wishes. Louise and Samantha, smashing. Thanks very much indeed. Give them a round of applause. Well, some quick work by Graham Meikle there, and there he is clapping away as they settle down, ready to stay for a minute or two, just because they want to watch his goal run. It's going to be the first. We want to watch it too, but we won't be seeing it for a couple of minutes' time. Don't you dare go away. Right? See you then. Welcome back. Well, from the Somerset College of Arts and Technology, Taunton, Graham Meikle prepares to take his first gold run. How's that for a dramatic build-up? How'd you feel, Graham?
A bit nervous.
Yeah, I expect
Just
you
a
are.
bit.
Once you get down there, you'll be okay, I'm sure. Absolutely certain. Have a look at the board for a start. That'll help you. That's the one. We always see that same old flash going across there. It means the same old thing, of course. It means he's got to get across there within that minute. £10 for every correct answer if he doesn't do it. We think he's going to without any trouble at all. So, Graham, put yourself on the hotspot, please. There we are, right across the board, within that 60 seconds. It's a long time. Take your time. First of all, though, tell us where you want to start on the left, and we'll start the clock.
DP.
Delivered regularly on an early morning round.
Daily Post.
Yes.
RTB.
Ursine cartoon hero.
CS.
Person who does the crawl from England to France.
TUN.
Sign of haughtiness or the meaning of retrousse.
Turned up nose.
That's right.
GA.
Verbal deal based on honour and a handshake.
Good.
No.
DB.
Pipless domino.
Double blank.
Yes.
RH.
Hero played by Richard Greene, Michael Praed and Jason Connery.
Robin Hood.
That's right.
WB.
Spans the Thames beside the seat of government.
Westminster Bridge.
That's it! That's good. You've done it. Well done. Very well done indeed. OK, first gold run prize coming up. Look at this.
Smile, we think you're going to like this picture. And during this Blockbusters photographic weekend in the Lake District, you're certainly going to be taking some smashing pictures of your own, with expert help, advice and tips from professionals. A little unsuspected paradise, wrote Thomas Gray in 1769. And here, among some of England's loveliest landscapes around Lake Windermere, you'll find the perfect subjects for your camera. The area is, of course, famous for its literary associations, Wordsworth and Coleridge. Have a great time and happy shooting.
Well, congratulations, Graham. Good gold run prize. Took it all very calmly, did it calmly too. A lot of thinking required on that gold run, wasn't there? You tripped as you went across, but you got it in the end. I'll do a round-up of the ones you missed as you go back to your seat, but you've got, you might like to know, £65 and a chance to go for the second gold run. So once again, a round of applause. Thank you, Graham, very much indeed. Right, Graham goes back to his seat. Let me just tell you, from the top downwards, the gentleman's agreement was the verbal deal based on honour and a handshake. The Ursine cartoon hero was Rupert the Bear, which I bet he knows now. The channel swimmer, of course, as most other people would have guessed, I guess, is the person who does the crawl from England to France. But the first one he got right there, delivered regularly on early morning round. He got it right, but you might like to know just why I hesitated. It's because we've got daily paper down. Now, Daily Post actually also applies, so we let him have it. Right, so well done again, Graham, sitting there waiting. Waiting, in fact, to meet two new contestants, OK? Right, looking well pleased with himself, and rightly. Let's introduce him now to Louise Matthews and Paul Wright. And let me get the pronunciation of the school right. It's Woolsingham Comprehensive. I'm right, aren't I, Louise?
Very spot on.
Yeah, well, good. It took a lot of practice. Woolsingham, spelt Walsingham Comprehensive School, Bishop Auckland, yes? Yes. Good, fine. Louise Matthews and Paul Wright. Meet, if you will, Graham, who's anxious to shake you by the hand. Whether it's the pleasure of meeting you or getting on with the game, I don't quite know. We'll find out in a matter of minutes. Right, you know how to play. It's very simple. All you have to do is to press a button. The main thing is answering the questions, isn't it, Paul? We'll find out. Right, the board is flashing there. It's P is the one we start with. So, once again, let's play Blockbusters. Good luck to you all. Remember to relax, take it easy, press the button and answer this sort of question. What P is a sport played on land or in water? Yes, Graham?
Polo.
It's polo, as quickly as that. There was a lot more to the question which would identify it, but he got it right before I even mentioned that. Polo it was. He's got the first go at a letter. Which one are you going to pick?
O, please.
O. Right. What O is to be obstinately and unreasonably dogmatic? Paul.
Obnoxious?
It could be, but it's not. It could be, well. Graham, what O is to be obstinately and unreasonably dogmatic?
Sorry, I don't know.
No, it's opinionated. Opinionated. You can be opinionated without being obnoxious, but I bet there are one or two who are both. Right. What O describes a garden that has been neglected? Yes, Paul.
Overgrown.
That's right, overgrown it is. Well, Paul is delighted he's through that barrier. He nearly fainted with relief when he got that. Good, you're away. Now have a choice.
J, please, Bob.
You want a J, right. Right, all of you now. What J is the name which refers to one in particular but can mean any traitor? Graham.
Judas.
Judas is right, of course. One blue, two whites. Vast enthusiasm now and delight as we go for the next one.
H, please.
Right. What H is a word of greeting, especially from... Yes, Paul?
Hello.
Hello, Paul. Afraid it's wrong. Sorry. Graham, what H is a word of greeting, especially from one Blackfoot to another?
Hi.
No, it's not hi. Blackfoot's an Indian. It's how. It's how. That's why I grinned. Sorry about that. What H is a klaxon? Yes, Paul?
Hooter.
It's a hooter or a horn. Well done, yes. Good quick one, that, and he got in there with a button very quickly indeed. He's looking with great concentration at the board,
N, please.
taking Louise's advice, and it's N. What N is the first name by which we know a first lady who was christened... Yes, Graham?
Nancy.
Nancy Reagan. Absolutely right, yes. Out of interest, do you know what she was christened?
No.
Anne Frances Robbins. Just thought I'd let you know. Right, now we want another letter, please.
C, please.
C, to join those two whites together. And Louise and Paul are going to stop you, aren't you? Well, you're going to try. What C denotes luminous intensity on the SI system? Yes, Paul?
Candela.
Candela is right. Very good answer, yes. Yeah, very good. And with a good deal of style, you got that one, and relief, I can see. So have a go with another.
K, please, Bob.
Okay, right. Top left. What K is to set a light, especially using... Yes, Paul?
Kindle.
Yes, it is. Kindle. Well done. Good. Very well done indeed. Now we've got 4 blues and 3 whites. So for the first time, they've overtaken Graham and they're on the move. What are you going to have next?
A, please, Bob.
You want the A to try and join them up. Graham's going to try and stop them. Right, what A is the name of the road after which the ground of Liverpool Football Club, isn't it? Yes, Paul?
Anfield.
It's Anfield. You've got another one. Goodness. I wonder if Graham's noticed it. You noticed the flashing
Yes,
blue
I
light?
have, yes.
Yes, a little bit of danger looming here, isn't there? Right, Paul, do you know what letter you're going to take?
R, please, Bob.
I ask you as a matter of interest because there's no time for it now. I'm sorry. He never thought he'd get caught in that little trap, did he? Time's caught up with us. We'll be asking that one right at the beginning of the next edition of Blockbusters. Let's see, shall we, at the beginning of that show, who gets there? Will it be Graham or Louise and Paul? Join us and find out. Goodbye for now. All the best.
And now, here's the host of Blockbusters, Bob Holness.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to another show. Nice to have you with us. Blockbusters taking off once again with Graham in the champion's chair. Graham Meikle from the Somerset College of Arts and Technology, Taunton, having a very good match indeed against Louise and Paul. Louise Matthews and Paul Wright from Woolsingham Comprehensive School in Bishop Auckland. Well, they're the contenders for this game that's going on at the moment. And if you were with us last time, you'll know how desperate this is, this struggle. We've been flying across the board there, one way and another, and that R was called for right at the end of the last show. And as you can see, it's the double team, which means that our champion is being threatened at the moment. That R was being called for by Paul, was it not, Paul? Yep. Do you stick by that?
Yes, it's got to be.
It's got to be, I guess, yes. So that's the one we start with now. Fingers by the buttons, everybody. Here we go. What R is Lendl, Edberg... Yes, Paul? No, bit precipitous. Graham, what R is Lendl, Edberg, Sukova and Kraft's tool of the trade?
Racket.
It's a racket, yes, you've got it, it's a white. So it means now we have a flashing white light, already some excitement in this show, as you can see, and a chance at the bottom for our champion, Graham.
W, please.
W, right. See if you can do to him, Paul and Louise, what he did to you. We'll find out with this. What W is a county with a first-class cricket team, though... Yes, Graham?
Warwickshire.
It's not. Louise and Paul, what W is a county with a first-class cricket team, though it's no longer a county in its own right? Hands up if you think you know.
Worcestershire.
It is Worcestershire, you've got it! Worcestershire is now Hereford and Worcester, of course. Worcestershire was right. Now a flashing blue light again. They got a chance to get across there. Got to ask you, Paul, what it's got to be.
The D, please,
The
Bob.
D. Thought you might say that. Here we go. What D is the only summer Olympic sporting category to begin with that letter? Graham.
Decathlon.
No, it's not. No, it's not. What D, and this goes to Louise and Paul, is the only summer Olympic sporting category to begin with that letter? Yes, Paul?
Diving.
That's the one, and that's Blockbusters! Well, amazing win. And for those of you wondering why I wouldn't allow a decathlon is an athletic event, not a category. It was as narrow as that. And it was one of those little traps that sometimes set, and I'm afraid our champion fell for it. However, let me tell everybody the good news, particularly Graham. He's got £85 now, as well as the first gold run, and a chance to do that second game in the set of 3, which he's got to win to level things up. Louise and Paul, congratulations. Tremendous game. You've got £35, and if you win the next one, well, you're down on the hot spot. So it's anybody's game right now. Let's actually very quickly go across to Louise and Paul, because we only met them right at the end of the last show, and just mention your interest, Louise, is reading. You read everything, don't you? Always got your head in a book.
Quite a lot, yeah.
Yes, quite a lot. What's your favourite topic? What type of book do you like to read?
Well, I like sort of black holes and
Oh, do you?
things that are a bit different.
Cosmology and things,
Yeah.
right? Yes. And you've got a horse.
Yes, I've got a horse.
Is it rideable?
Yeah, most of the time.
Oh, good.
It's
And you
never
go
thrown
riding.
me off.
Oh, well, fair. Did you, Paul, do you ride horses or read?
No, a little bit of rock climbing and walking.
And tending at the petrol pump on weekends, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. OK, fine. Just a little bit of background. Maybe more later. H is the question with which we start. Here's the second game coming up. What H was the Tin Man wanting from the wizard? Yes, Graham?
A heart.
A heart is right. A good start. Right. One right on the board so far. Graham going for a second.
N, please.
You want the N? All righty. What N is a plant whose hairy leaves inject... Yes, Paul?
Nettle.
An irritant when touched. It is nettle. Well interrupted. Back to Graham? No, it's back to Paul, isn't it? Yes, it's bouncing from one side to the other. Yes, Paul?
I think it's got to be the P, please, Bob.
Right, OK. Well, congratulations. Here we are. What P is the title of an alliterative 14th century poem, a Gilbert and Sullivan operetta, and a solitary card game? Louise?
Patience.
Patience is right. Well done. Well, there we are. Those of you who weren't with us last time won't know that that's the first question Louise has answered, and she's been wanting to do that for ages, haven't you? Congratulations.
I'm happy now.
Welcome to the club. Right. And you've got a choice of letter. That took
G, please.
Took her by surprise, didn't it? Right. G over on the left. What G is the period of growth within the mammalian womb? Yes, Graham.
Gestation.
That's what's on the card. Gestation. Good. Right, it's levelled up now. 2 blues and 2 whites. Graham's choice again.
An R, please, Bob.
An R. What R describes a bird of this country which doesn't migrate? Graham?
Resident.
That's it. Very good indeed. Resident, yeah. Didn't fall into the trap of trying to think of the name of a bird. It was resident, and he gets another choice because of that.
A J, please.
A J, right at the top. Everybody now, what J is the surname of the politician who was a Labour and an SDP MP, voted Chancellor of Oxford University in 1987? Oh, memories. His name was Jenkins. Sir Roy Jenkins, in fact. What J was Festi to Olivia, Trinculo to Stefano, and Touchstone to Duke Frederick's court? Yes, Graham?
Jester.
Jester is correct. Nicely answered. Yes, Graham, our champion, with a bit between his teeth, now got a flashing white light and a choice of 2 letters. Louise and Paul are going to try and stop him getting this if they can.
A T, please, Bob.
T. And this is the question. What T is the piece of furniture called a teapoy? T-E-A-P-O-Y. Yes, Paul.
Table?
It's worth taking a guess, and it's absolutely right. It is a table, yes. Well, you won't make a more important guess in this particular game. That's saved that from going the other way. It's a 3-legged table, a teapoy. You've got the choice now, Paul. What next?
I'll take the S, please, Bob.
You'll take the S. See what's coming? What S does the S of the abbreviation SI stand for? Yes, Paul?
System.
That's right. System is right. Very well done indeed. Yep, and that's what we've headed for. Another one of those, and it wasn't long ago we had one. One of those things where it's the shortest position to get to that position on the board, the trail that led across and down, and we have a mutual space. So it's got to be that this time. Paul, ready?
Yep, the O, please, Bob.
The O, here we go. It's got to be Blockbusters. What O is a main ingredient in flapjack and brand? Yes, Graham?
Oats.
Oats is Blockbuster! He did it before. Did it once before, actually. I mean, if you remember back to when he first came along, he was trounced on the first particular game, got through on the second. He's done the same again by the skin of his teeth right at the end. You do leave people anxious and waiting, don't you? You've left them fairly limp on the other side of you, I'll say that. Paul particularly. Louise is sitting back quite relaxed, of course, as always, from the top. OK, we've got a decider to play. It's 1-1 in this particular game. £110 to Graham, who's done 1 gold run. He's aiming for his second. Louise and Paul have £55 each. They are aiming for their first gold run. So that's the way we have it at the moment. The board is all set and ready, flashing G. So are they. So let's play Blockbusters. Good luck, everybody. Relax, but keep vigilant and press that button as fast as you can. Here's the first question. What G describes the shepherd and the Samaritan, as well as... Yes, Graham got there first.
Good.
Good is right. Yes, well done. 1 right on the board so far, and Graham's choice for the next letter.
M, please.
M. Right. No hesitation. What M is the organisation known as Cosa Nostra in America? Yes, Paul?
The Mafia.
It's the Mafia, yes, with a great deal of relief. 1 of each colour. So, equal so far as Paul picks it up.
F, please, Bob.
You want the F over on the right, the bottom. What F is what's said to be seen in a crystal... Yes, Paul?
Future.
The future in a crystal ball, yes. Right, 2 blues to a white, and you have the next one.
O, please, Bob.
Right. O it is. O. What O is an official who investigates citizens... Yes, Paul?
Ombudsman.
Yes, that's right. Well done again, goodness. Quick word with our champion. Got to move fast here, Graham. Have you noticed?
Yes, I have.
Thought you had. OK, back to Paul. Yes?
E, please, Bob.
E, with the full support of your partner, Louise. What E is the physical and mental energy put in to achieve an aim? Yes, Paul?
Effort.
It's exactly right. Effort, and it's got you the 1 on the board. It's always very interesting. It's always very interesting when you get a couple of questions that require thinking about, and then you get an easy one they don't believe it's come along. Paul got it right. Now, this is the crunch point for our champion. There are 2 letters there waiting to be had. There's a flashing blue light, and he's got to move very fast as Paul picks one of them.
I'll take the V, please,
You'll
Bob.
take the V. OK, here it is. What V is the study of such phenomena as Stromboli, Etna... Yes, Paul?
Volcanology.
That is exactly what's on the card, and that's Blockbuster. Well done. Well, he certainly deserves congratulations on that. Volcanology it was. Etna and Vesuvius were the other 2 mountains, but who cares? He's won that one, and he's got £80 for both of them, and he's got a gold run on his hands. Sadly, Graham we have to say goodbye to. Gosh, that was a good game, wasn't it?
Yes, it was very
And weren't
good.
they quick? Wasn't
Yeah.
he quick on
Yes,
that
he
button,
was.
particularly?
Yes.
Yes, Louise is sitting there smiling, as well she might.
Horribly quick.
He isn't exactly slow.
No, that's true, that's true. There were some very, very good answers in that. It means the photographic weekend you'll be going on, and good luck. I know you'll enjoy that because we've given them away before. Graham, you take with you £115, so you can do what you like with that. What are you going to do with it? Any idea?
Spend it.
Well, yes, you haven't decided on what. yet.
Not quite, no, not quite.
Okay. You're not going to pop it into the money box at the
No,
front?
that's going to match the Cubs.
Oh, is it really? I see.
I'm keeping the money.
Gosh, you're a hard cup master, aren't you? You take with you, too, and you can wear it when you see them next, the Blockbuster jacket and the dictionary. And thank you, Graham, very much indeed for being with us. Graham, ladies and gentlemen.